Good morning. I should have had my iPad up here. Good morning. We are notifying viewers that you are live. Yes, please notify viewers that I am live. Hold on one moment, you guys. I need to share the live. Good morning. Y'all come on in. Hold on. Let me share the live to let everybody know that I am here. Good morning, you guys. I am never on this early, y'all. Good morning. You guys tap the screen as you come in. Give me 1 second because I'm trying to share the live because I've never been on live this early. But I cannot sleep, so I said, let me come talk to y'all. Hold on 1 second. Been the baddest. Good morning. How are you? Let me wait till a couple more people. I usually start the chat, the conversation when about 100 people are in the chat. Good. It is, what's today, you guys? It is Thursday. No, it's Friday. It's Friday morning. Oh my God, my days are all mixed up. Hey, Miss Valerie, how are you? Good morning. Okay, I think people are starting to get notifications because the live is starting to build up. There we go. Hi, you guys. Good morning. Okay, there we go. Let me share it one more time because I see people are starting to come on. Do me a favor, you guys. Share the live so people know that we are live. We just gonna chit chat, get stuff going. My provider wanted to tell y'all something. He wanted to talk to you guys about something yesterday, but I couldn't go live. So I sent him a request so that he can come on and talk to y'all about what he wants to tell y'all. There has been a lot of talk about MOUNJARO becoming, there we go, we got 100 people. So there's a lot of chat about MOUNJARO becoming available to everybody August 1st. And so I wanted my sister to come on and talk about that when it comes to the insurance. Thank you, baby. About the insurance, what is expected to happen when it comes to insurance on the MOUNJARO. And then I also wanted to tell you guys, I always go to my live and I tell people in my live before I make any posts. Y'all know, or for those of you, let me just start here. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Keisha Dixon. I am a registered nurse by trade, you guys. I work under the umbrella of emergency room medicine, and I have been on my weight loss journey for, it'll be a year next month. So I was one of the lucky people to be able to get the coupon that Eli Lilly gave away to people who were non-diabetic and the diabetics way back last summer. And so I had recently told you guys that my insurance company, well, my coupon expired, and then coincidentally my insurance company started covering MOUNJARO. Well, that was July 1st, y'all. 15 days later, y'all, my insurance company started denying us MOUNJARO, non-diabetics. So I wanted to come on and tell y'all that. So y'all will be seeing a video. I'll be doing a video very soon to let, just to let my followers know that I'm no longer getting it from my insurance company for $125. I'm just like everybody else. I had to switch over to WEGOVY. My provider switched me over to WEGOVY, so I picked up my first WEGOVY prescription. Is in the refrigerator. I'll be doing a video about that. I'm just trying to wrap my head around how I'm gonna do it, because I'm a bit disappointed. I thought that I would be able to continue on MOUNJARO, but I was disappointed. Christy, how much weight have you lost? I lost 65 pounds, babe. 65 pounds. Miss Valerie says her A1C is 5.4. She's no longer diabetic, so they won't feel it. Oh my God. If you have a diagnosis of diabetes, you will always have a diagnosis of diabetes. It's just being controlled through your meds. Oh God. Good morning, Kendra. Christy, 130 pounds, girl. Oh, my moderator is on that. She pinned that. Oh my God. That's amazing. Congratulations. Christy, are you on MOUNJARO or are you on WEGOVY? Which one are you on? Good morning, Rhonda. Good morning. Y'all. Oh, look at that. Thank you. Ben, hold on. Ben lost 50 pounds since May. Damn. Wow. That's amazing, boo. Christy says she started Ozempic. Valerie is down 58 pounds, y'all. That's amazing. Michelle says, I guess I'm paying $500 for MOUNJARO. Oh my God. So is your deductible is what's making you pay $500? I'm curious, because with my insurance, my deductible was $50. So I only had to pay $120. Well, I had to pay $175, and then I thought after that it would be $125, but they dropped me 15 days later. So I was lucky, but for everybody that is non-diabetic in the chat, y'all, we have a little rough road ahead of us. That's why lately in my lives I've been talking about compounded medications, because I promise you, if I have to do compounded medication in the interim because of the WEGOVY shortages and all of that, that's what I'm going to do. And then as far as MOUNJARO becoming available to everybody October 1st, now I have not seen that literature yet. Janine posted that, and I trust Janine. I trust her source. You know, she's a part of the podcast, and they do a lot of research and stuff. So I love that about them. So I trust her source. So Leslie says she's lost 90 pounds since November. My God in heaven. Leslie, you lost a whole person. Good morning, Miss Shirley. Shri, I am. Oh, is it Shri? I am. But not as much as I should be, because I work under the umbrella of emergency room and clinical observation. We do a lot of running around. So twice a week I do, though, independently from my job. Yeah. Christy says, but I have thyroid problem and I had a gastric bypass last year, but lost 50 pounds with Ozempic. So is your insurance covering Ozempic, Christy? Or did you switch to MOUNJARO? I might be getting that kind of confused. Flip Flop says was on MOUNJARO, 26 pounds down, and now can't get it, and it was helping my diabetes. Wait a minute. You diabetic and you cannot get it. Why? Is it your insurance company? Mandy Jane says she lost 60 pounds on MOUNJARO, just switched to the compound tirzepatide. So Mandy, how's it treating you? Because that happened to my sister as well. She was on MOUNJARO. She did her dose 2.5 and was ready to go up to the next dose, and her insurance company dropped her like a hot sack of potatoes, just like mine did me. And a lot of us are getting done this way. And she's on tirzepatide, and she's down 30 plus pounds. She's going to be coming in the chat here soon. Leslie says, thanks. I don't want to be done yet. I still got about 40 more pounds to go. Let's go. I feel like I have 20 pounds left to go, Leslie, but I don't know. I got to see how the skin is working out, because I'm starting to see like my skin. I'm starting to see loose skin. And I feel like if I lose more weight, it's going to become looser. Or I had even said that I was going to slow my weight loss down to see if taking the collagen and using the Aquaphor on my skin to keep it moisturized, if I can salvage my skin and keep it. And then also weight training. I want to increase that to 3 days a week, and I'm hoping that helps me to prevent loose skin. But I feel like if I lose any more weight right now without doing all of those things, I would have hanging skin. And the only place that I really have issues is my arms right here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but my arms right here and like my thighs, the top of my thighs. I don't like the way they look. I hate it. Ari says I paid $350 and $450 for my last scripts. Next month it might be my last month. Damn, Ari. Gosh, I hate that for you, babe. Leslie, thank you for the follow. Meek, good morning. Miss Patricia, good morning. She says hello, everybody. Christy says no. Oh gosh. Renee says the 250 coupon expired for me compounded tirzepatide is on order now. Goal is 25 pounds. Oh, this is what my provider. I hope he come on here so he can talk to y'all about it. But if y'all are following Bourbon RX, he had made a post either yesterday or the day before yesterday saying that one of the big pharmaceutical companies for hey Dave, how are you? Thank you for the bear. He had said one of the biggest compounding pharmacies is closing or is not making compound until September. And y'all, they service a lot of providers, so all of those providers have to find someone else. So my provider called the compounding pharmacy that we use. My sister uses it. I've ordered compound for my daughter, and it's called Anixia out of Staten Island, New York. And they told him that they will not be taking new providers. They're only going to they're only going to work with the providers that they have. So that kind of scares me because of the WEGOVY shortages. Even though my provider put me on 2.4, I don't know if the 2.4 is on back order. Dave, I sent you an invite because you might know. I don't know if you're working. I don't know what's going on, but I sent you an invite because I know you might know. Hey, sister.
Good morning.
Did you hear what I said about the compounded pharmacies that's not making the compound for until September?
I wouldn't panic because ACA is shutting down. I will more
That's
so.
it. That's
I
it.
wouldn't. I would. I would raise the eyebrow. There's a lot of compounding pharmacies, by the way, that are actually legit. But I would just hope that those compounding pharmacies don't hate the medication like the retail world. That's the problem. So it's not like
Mm.
these compounding pharmacies are not qualified and equipped to do the job. The question is do they want to? And if they don't want to, they don't have to. So
Mm.
that's the issue, is if they really have that heart or really truly care that people need this medication, or they're just going to turn a blind eye and be like, we don't want to bother it, so we ain't doing it. So it ain't that the job can't get done, as if they want to do it. So that's the worry of it all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But Anixia, the one that you use, Aaron says, they have so many clients now that they can't even take on new providers because of how many clients that they have that they're shipping all over the US for.
Right. So I can understand why they only servicing the old and not taking a new, and a lot of other compounded pharmacies might take that because this ain't the only medication that's getting compounded, but this is the
Mm,
medication that's taking up your time. So I I mean, for those that are helping, I'm thankful, but you gotta understand there's people that need other chemo medications,
yeah,
other stuff out there too, so they just can't dedicate their pharmacy 100% to GLP-1s.
right. So Danielle, I see your question, love. Danielle says, "What about getting a prior authorization? Will that help you guys?" I'm assuming that you're referring to non-diabetics. No, it is no longer helping us because the FDA is very specific, or the insurance companies are very specific that they are denying anyone who is non-diabetic um coverage for Mounjaro. It's stricter. It's strict now. So I thought
It ain't
I was
really. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I thought I was listen, I really thought my insurance company was gonna continue covering it whenever they did cover it for me. And the fact that they dropped us like 15 days later, it speaks volumes to me about them not want to cover non-diabetics. Which is,
Because it'll still be the money thing, but until the manufacturers, first of all, the manufacturers have to get on board. That's get do what they have to do first.
mm-hmm.
Um, Secondly, I don't think it's an issue with them not wanting to cover it per se. Well, where I'm going with this, I think the insurance. It is. I feel that it's a money issue too. Um, if this is a very expensive drug,
Yeah. It is
and
a money issue.
if I want to cover, if I'm going to pay for this medication, I want the deserving patient to have it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to fix the criteria to line up with the FDA and to line up with the patient to have it. So I don't think it's an attack on the diabetic world. It's just more so doctors need to do this extra step to make sure the person actually need it. Because I'm all for people with endocrine issues having this medication. I'm all for diabetics having this medication. Um, I'm all for obese people, and when I say obese people who are actually suffering, who need this medication. I do raise a little eyebrow for the ones who are using it just for vanity pounds.
Yeah.
So I don't mind if I was a provider. I wouldn't mind doing a PA and doing the extra step to make sure my patient get it because you need it. And how else you're going to
Yeah.
weed out the process without having a criteria in the front?
Right.
So to play devil's advocate, yeah, it sucks, but those prior authorizations are there for patient safety, 100% hands down for patient safety. Because they do have some doctors, just like they will just prescribe opioids all willy nilly, they'll prescribe this all willy nilly too. Because I'm gonna get my money when you pay your $25 copay. If you're a specialist, I'm gonna get my money when you pay your 60. Now what happens after that? That's on you, baby. But I got my cut. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's kind of sucks all the way around to me.
My thing is the fact that I know that this medication is about to get approved through the FDA for weight loss. I'm happy about that, and I don't mind. I don't mind doing compound if I have to do compound. If I can't get Wegovy and all of that, I'll do anything that I have to do in the interim. But because of the shortage, I feel like non-diabetics, like we're getting smarter. We're doing our research. We're starting to figure it out that they're starting to get. I feel like people are starting to get more comfortable with the compound. Um, and I feel like most people were afraid of it because they had never heard of it. People who are not in the medical field, they don't really know about compound. And there's a lot of stigma toward it in the media, and I feel like the media is playing um on people's not knowing, all the stuff that they're saying about compounding. But anyway, I was saying that to say I see
Hold on, Miss. Hold on, hold on 1 second, Miss Mirror Image. Let me give you a little background. So she says diabetics should have the medicines and a reserve should be there before anyone can get it for weight loss. Let me educate you about something real fast, Miss Mirror or Mr. First and foremost, I want people to realize that Ozempic, Trulicity, and Wegovy been out since 2016, 2017-ish, that medication. When that medication came out and I was working the retail world, uh, diabetics were the first to have this medication. They always had a prior authorization in place, but they feared this medication just like they feared the COVID shots. No one wanted this medication. So this
mm,
medication never was in a big mass production. Pharmacies probably kept 3 to 4 boxes on hand because nobody wanted this medication. Now let's speed up to 2021, 2022. Now MOUNJARO, this new medication, which is a combination of two, is on a rise. Non-diabetics have did their research and semi quote unquote are the guinea pigs and are testing this medication out. And hey, for the non-diabetic people, this medication is actually working. Guess who got a basically are now calling dibs because side effects and everything have been tried, the the diabetic world. So now they want to try the medications now. This medication has never been in a mass production. This medication is not an insulin for those who keep thinking that it is. This is a hormonal medication for anybody that needs this medication. So when you say diabetics should have this medication, I just want to educate you and say people who have endocrine issues or have hormonal issues in that area need this medication. So this
Yes.
medication has always been available to the diabetic world, to the insulin resistant world, to the PCOS world. And excuse me if I feel a little aggressive, but I'm tired of people saying diabetics should have. It's there for them. It is there for them. It is not weight loss that we need this medication for. Weight loss is a bonus, my love. We are treating
Yes.
other comorbidities. And it
Right.
sucks that everybody keeps saying weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. No, ma'am. I correct everybody that tell me, are you taking this for weight loss? No, I'm not. I'm taking this because I done lost 2 children. I can't regulate. I might want a baby. And the issues that are hitting me are triggering my endocrine system.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want people to educate themselves on this medication before they scream diabetics should have, my love. So I
Right.
don't I just want you to educate a little bit more before you make that statement. Because
Yes.
everybody is focused on the weight loss because that's what the media put out. I promise you, if you interview them 20 people who on this medication, weight loss is the last thing they're worrying about, ma'am or
Right.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. That was perfect. And listen, let me just piggyback off of that, and then I'm gonna get to the messages because we got 70 messages. Y'all, a lot of my content is geared toward education, and I do that on purpose. And one of the main reasons that inspires me to teach and educate is the media and people like the young lady that was in the chat who was saying diabetics, this and that, trying to make a difference. If you educate yourself and you know what's going on with your body and like my sister was saying the other day, the reason why you're taking this medication is so easy to rebut someone who don't understand, because a lot of times people are speaking out of ignorance, and I'm not calling her ignorant. I'm just saying of not knowing. Sometimes your mouth just be saying some stuff that you really don't have, you haven't read up on, you haven't educated yourself, you haven't, it's two sides to every coin. You can't just be, what do they call it? Closed minded when it comes to medicine. I just was saying yesterday when I was teaching on gastroparosis, the treatment for gastroparosis is erythromycin, which is an antibiotic, but they don't give it for the use of for an antibiotic treatment or a treatment for infection. They give it to help the gut have motility. So this is what I'm saying. We cannot pick and choose which medicines can be used off label and on label. Medicines are to be used for a specific reason, and there are several reasons that medications can be used, and that goes for diabetics and non-diabetics. So what my sister is saying, and I'll just repeat, is a lot of people are trying to treat hormonal issues, and the bonus is that you're going to lose weight on top of that. So and of course we want to lose weight. I mean, because a lot of these comorbidities, they're followed, they are resolved when obesity is resolved. A lot of obesity people with obesity have comorbidities that came strictly from the obesity, like hypertension and diabetes and arthritis, just from being a heavy person. So I don't know. I just wish people would educate themselves more. Hey, Dave, I saw you, love. Thank you. Um,
You guys, if y'all are not following Man on Manjaro, please make sure y'all following him on TikTok and on YouTube. He is a great source of information when it comes to statistics. I just love his platform. But anyway, back to the education. That's one of the reasons why I educate on my timeline, because I don't want it to just be about my experience. I know y'all, a lot of people are interested in everybody's experience, but we have to do some education at the same time so that you guys know what to say to people who are willfully remaining ignorant. We have to be the ones to educate them because they just don't know. And we don't have to get upset with them. We don't have to be mad. We don't have to let them get under our skin because we know they just don't know. So I always try to come from an education standpoint because I just want to get everybody told about what we need as far as people respecting the fact that obesity is a chronic disorder and it needs to be treated as such. And there are medicines that we need to help us with. I was saying the other day, I will be on a GLP-1 medication for the rest of my life. For the rest of my life. Maybe not every week, but when I pushed my pants out to 16 days, y'all, I was a hot mess. I was hungry. I was eating everything. I added rice back to my diet. Well, I had already added rice back to my diet, but it was just getting out of control. And I'm like, damn, like, was I acting like this before I was on the medicine? And I just haven't eaten like this in a while. And then when I went back on the medicine, it's like I had to start all over with the being the sick, the tired, and all of this. And the fatigue, the muscle cramp, and everything that Mounjaro did to me when I first started it. I reignited all of that by pushing my pins out too far. I don't know, y'all. I'm ranting at this point because I hate when people come in the chat and they're not trying to understand. They just want to throw some stuff out there. But there's a lot of educated people in the chat and they will get you told. Um, so let me just go back to the comments. But I do want you guys, whenever you hear somebody say something negative in the media, go and research, go look at the studies, and so you'll know not to fall into the fear mongering that the media and people in the comments try
Well,
to.
media, the media is semi doing a job. They're gonna click bait, and it's
Yeah.
supposed to click bait. I only believe 40% of what the media says anyway. um, they're pretty much is, I call it TV social media, cause they go clickbait and do what they have to say in rear to get the ratings and to get what they get. The lie or the half truth is more
Mhm.
entertaining than the truth.
Mhm.
You can't even get them to tell the truth about the weather, so I barely can get them to believe the hype. I just hate that there's so much hate. I made
Yeah.
a video. I'm waiting on it to post to where I genuinely ask the question of where did this hate for this medication stem from, and why people hate this medication so much. The ones that's
You
not
mean the
even
people
taking
who
this
aren't taking it?
medication, everybody. I want to know why everybody hate this medication, because you have the diabetics mad, you have the non-diabetics mad, the people that are taking this medication mad, insurance companies are mad, pharmacies are mad, doctors are mad. So I'm trying to figure out, everybody is mad at this medication. Why? Because like I said, it's been out since 2016, 2017, and then you have this new one that came out in 2022, in the 2022, and y'all just mad at this medication. Why are y'all mad at this medication? They're not even mad at the opioid crisis. So I'm trying to figure out why they mad at this particular drug,
Yeah.
and I'm just waiting to get enough response after it posts, just so I can see who, not the target, just to educate each one from
Yeah.
my standpoint first,
Yeah.
because everybody be angry, and they real angry, and I'm like, who hurt you? Like, did your grandmother was supposed to have this medication, or she passed? Were you supposed to have this medication? Like, what's the underlying reason that you don't like this, like you don't like this medication? From the retail standpoint, a lot of them be mad just because it's just extra work and they don't want to do the work. So are you mad because they're making you work and doing the job that you chose? I'm confused.
Mm-hmm.
Or some providers are mad because it's making them dig a little deep and work for their MD or whatever they got to. I'm like, why are you mad?
Yeah.
Like, so that's
Christelle, I'm sorry, sister. Christelle says, I want to start tirzepatide or Mounjaro. It's hard to get started right now. You can get it as a compound. You do not have to wait. Flip Flop says, will Blue Cross Blue Shield cover any GLP-1s? I mean, for non-diabetics, no. I mean, I don't know. I don't have, my husband has Blue Cross Blue Shield and he's covered, but he's diabetic, so I don't really want to speak on that. Sister, do
first
you
step.
know? Short answer.
First step, call your insurance, because when you say Blue Cross Blue Shields, there are at least 10 different policies for Blue Cross Blue Shield. So, and then it could be, if depending on where you got it from, the marketplace or your job. So, long story short, call your insurance and ask them first, and then take it from
Okay.
there.
Mimi C, yeah, I'm gonna quickly go through the comments because I have 99 plus. So, I'll specifically read, I'm gonna read through them, okay? Mimi C says, I hate my thighs. She lost 52 pounds and she said her thighs look like roast beef. I'm sorry, baby. Christy says most plans will pay. She says, I know my company paid for her surgery. Cuties. Oh, hold on, let me make sure I didn't block someone. Cutie says, I'm on Ribelle since 14. I've lost 36 pounds on the medicine since January. Her starting weight was 268. Her current weight is 232. Congratulations, my love. David saying ACA is shut down. Someone in their company passed away. Oh my God. Wow. It's ACA Pharmacy they're confirming. He says he's working. Oh, okay. I got you. He says I'm working, just low key TikToking. Got you, babe. I see you. Prestigo Wig says, I'm on the compound and I dose up very slowly. I'm on 3.8 milligrams right now. I hope I'll have good suppression. 3.8 of what? That dose is just different to me. I've never heard of that dose. Why not purchase your own and reconstitute it yourself? It's way cheaper. What are we reconstituting? I
Do
know
you
if
know
you
your
are,
math? Do you know your math to reconcentrate? Because they might have some that do know their maths, and then they have some that might say, "Let me get a little extra boost today," and you might
yeah.
overdose and kill yourself. So no, ma'am,
Yeah, I don't know about
it
the
ain't safe.
reconstituting. Christy Lagoria says, I know if you have a script, you can get it filled through a Canadian pharmacy at a lower cost. I thought Canadian pharmacies were no longer filling US. You have to drive over there. That's the last thing I heard. I heard that Canada cut us off. Thank you so much for the information. I have it back. You're the best. You're welcome. Lions
Weight
Girl, thank you
loss.
for the follow. Karen, thank you for the follow. Phoenix says you can get it without a prescription. You can get what am I missing? What can we get without a prescription? Because as far as I know, everything that I've talked about, you need a script for. Abby says, I'm a nurse. Doctor says do not use compound pharmacy. Your doctor did not. I don't believe your doctor said that. Because I don't know no doctor that does not use compound pharmacies. Caitlin
You know
says,
your hospital is a compound pharmacy, right?
the hospital pharmacy is a compound pharmacy. So I don't know, babe. I don't know about that one. Caitlin says, is there a certain day of the week that you prefer to take your shot? I take mine on Wednesday, love, so that I can have suppression during the weekend. Christelle says, anyone
I do
going through I
Saturday or Sunday.
Christelle, my sister says she does Saturday or Sunday. Christelle is asking, is anyone going through IV, IM, or Mochi? I just started with, okay, so did you see that Corey says that she is with IVIM, so DM her. Why not use compound pharmacy? It's been using for a while and it works fine. Phoenix, thank you so much for that, Phoenix Soul. Caremark be on some bullshit. They partially cover me and then say hell no. Hell no. All right, that's the same thing they did to me. I cannot wait. I will be posting my video about that soon. I just wanted to sit down and get my words together so I can post my video because I'm very disappointed. But at the very least, I was able to get a script for Wegovy because my provider put me on the highest dose. So it's great that there's no shortage for it. So I got my MOUNJARO and Wegovy in my refrigerator now. KT says I'm losing very slow. Should I be concerned? No. Lose your weight slow, boo. Lose your weight slow. I just said the other day I wish I would have done that. Danielle David says, "Oh well, dang, I've only been on it for a month. Last night was my fourth injection. Today is horrible." Yeah, the next day is always bad for me too, babe. Certain compound pharmacies are not good, but some are. And if you know what she says, if you know what you're doing. Good morning, Teresa. I've heard companies dropping weight loss from their plans. Yeah, me too, Rose. My sister's
They're not
insurance.
dropping weight loss from their plans. It's already added on your plan. I don't think people pay attention to that. That is not a new thing. That's always been there.
What?
People are just not paying attention to where um weight loss is not a covered benefit. That's
No,
more
weight loss
so.
was a covered benefit for my job. It was.
So when you look at the plan, and I'm gonna say on the medical side, when you go down, if they have weight loss, I probably have to put up a plan to read it verbatim. It'll say that anything that looks like, wherever in the plan you'll find like cosmetic surgery, erectile dysfunction, a lot of stuff that is not a covered benefit. It's in that fine bottom print.
Mm-hmm. Hold on,
Um
y'all. Just speak a little bit closer.
then in the form
My company used to cover weight loss medication. They used to cover Wegovy, and they dropped us. They dropped us
but
like
it's
a
not
hot potato.
considered. If you look at your formulary or your preferred drug list and you look at it, it's not listed under weight loss medication. It's
Oh, okay.
listed
I see what
under
you're saying.
endocrine medication.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's
I see
not
what
a
you're saying.
weight loss medication. So that's what I want. That's what I'm trying to get people to realize. Yes, it's used for weight loss, but
Mm-hmm.
technically it is not a weight loss medication. So that's why you have to it's on the formulary. A
I
weight
see
loss
what you're saying.
medication is ally. A weight loss medication is
Oh, I see what you're
contrary.
saying.
A weight loss
Okay,
medication is those are weight loss medications.
I got you.
And if you must know, the only one that are covered would be for some is phentermine, but for the most part, phentermine is not covered because it's a weight loss medication. The only true FDA approved that has been covered would be Ally or the brand name Oralstat or something like that. So when we say weight loss medications, I need them to know, like, you know what I'm saying, like the difference.
Yeah.
Um,
And I
don't get
always forget that. I always forget
don't
that. You always have to
don't
remind
get
me of that.
don't get confused when people say gastric bypass, weight loss surgery. That is not a pharmacy benefit. That is a medical. What medical do is the left hand. What pharmacy do is the right hand. They don't know each other.
Mm-hmm.
So if your it may be covered under your medical plan. It may be not under your pharmacy plan. And how do you
Got
know
you.
what plan pay? Anytime a surgery is involved or you have to get it done at the hospital, it can be covered under medical.
Mm.
But if you can go to a retail pharmacy and pick it up, it can be covered from it's a pharmacy benefit, if that helps.
Yeah. Brown Eyed Queen says I was on Mounjaro and my insurance will not pay for it once my coupon ended. Now I'm on Ozempic. That's a lot of people, baby. And Phoenix is saying if you know what you're doing, you can mix your own for $100 a month. I don't know nothing about that, baby. And I'm a nurse. That's all I'm gonna say to that. Ari says, KT, I'm losing slowly as well, but comparison is a thief of joy. Um, diabetic should have, okay, that's what you had already addressed, mirror image. GS7691 says it doesn't mean insurance will cover it. That's right. Let's see. I'm going through y'all's comments and y'all's questions, y'all. This is a really important one. Hannah says, as a type 2 diabetic with other conditions, I will always be happy for anyone who can get this medication for any issue. Thank you so much for your love and support, babe. Ari says my A1C was 6.9, PCOS, overweight. My cycles have been regulated since starting every 30 to 35 days. That's amazing.
Amen. 'Cause mine used to come twice a year.
Power Move says it should be for both. Diabetes is not the only life-threatening disease. Obesity is a risk as well. It sure is, baby.
And I feel that's the fault of the providers, because the providers are not educating properly about these medications, which why the medium and everybody can is succumbing to this pandemonium because of a provider. And when I say providers, I'm gonna say PCPs, internal medicines, some nurse practitioners. If they were educated properly on GLP-1s and Manjaro, then they would know that, for one, this is a hormonal medication. Two,
Mm-hmm.
they know what body parts that this affect. Three, they can educate anybody that comes with that false narrative and this outrage, because I'm pretty sure patients come and start with the hoopla like, I can't get my medication because these weight loss people is taking it, and calm it down on a level that starts at ground zero, which would be the providers. And
Mm-hmm.
that's the misconception. That's part of, I blame them for some of it, is because of the misconception.
Got you. User with a lot of numbers says, I'm diabetic and I take Mounjaro to lower my A1C. That's the number one reason my husband is taking it, to lower his A1C. Flip Flop says, if you have a health issue, you should be able to get it. Absolutely agree. Louise says, I'm anxiously waiting for my prior authorization to be approved or denied. Good luck with that, my friend. Tracy says, I use depression medicine for stomach pain. Okay. This is what I'm saying about the medicines being used for different things. Power Move says it's also about weight loss. Obesity is a major health risk. We have normalized weight, but it kills. I wish I could pin that. Tracelyn, thank you for the follow. Greenie says, yell it from the rooftops. Okay.
But the problem
Hey,
is,
Kima.
no one is focusing on the other diagnosis. They're just, it's either diabetes or weight loss. They're not worrying about the in between. And that's like, we in a street game. Either you got diabetic or you fat. Like, or you obese. No one cares about the other part, because like I said earlier, if you ask anybody, majority of the people that's on this medication, I promise you, they're going to say pre-diabetes, they're going to say
Mm-hmm.
PCOS, insulin resistant, hyper lipidemia before they get to weight loss. And then they might chuckle in, yeah, and if I lose a little pounds, then that'll be
Yeah.
great too.
Yes. Miss Kelly Prince says, oh gosh, the muscle pain. I cannot let that come back. Baby, I'm trying to tell you, when I tell you, I used to have to roll myself. If I sat on the floor, I would have to roll myself over onto my knees and use the couch to help me get up.
The
That's
infamous
how much,
rock back.
that's how much bone pain I used to have with all that weight.
The infamous
Um,
rock back.
Melarin72 says, I'm afraid to start Mounjaro. Why? Because of the side effects you can pregame. Luis, I'm 5'2", love. Um, Rosa says, I'm sorry, I missed this. How many days dose spacing? You're supposed to take your injection every 7 days. But I had went to 9, then I went to 11, and then I went to 16, and my body started freaking out. Carmen says, I have had nothing but great success. I haven't felt this good in over 3 years. Wow, Carmen. Wow. Greenie is asking, what medication are they mad about? She's talking about the frenzy about all the GLP-1s. She was basically saying that GLP-1s have been out, but nobody wanted it. And now all of a sudden, these last couple years, everybody is crazy about it, and we're like, everybody's fighting over it. Like the pharmacists, when I go into the pharmacy, they be mad. I don't know. I guess it's because people come in, they want their medicine is on back order, so people get attitudes because they want their medicine. But I feel like it's a desperation when it comes from the patient because I'm desperate to get my medicine. I obsess about it. I obsess
A
about.
lot of y'all are mean as hell, and I heavy on the hell.
Yes, and I'm one of them.
And
I'm one of them.
because you mean as hell, I don't want to take this crap from you. Because guess
Yeah,
what? Not only are they getting this crap from you, they're getting this crap from the providers. Some of these
yeah.
insurance people, they're getting the crap from.
Well,
No one says
I don't
please.
never go with an attitude, but I'm very consistent about showing up.
You're
Like
one.
I don't.
You're one out of. You got to remember the average pharmacy process on a daily anywhere between 1,200 to almost 3,000 prescriptions a day. Those are people. Those are
Yeah,
people, and and out of that, someone first thing in the morning before it open, you're getting cussed at, you're getting yelled at,
girl,
you're
listen, I'm
getting
a nurse. I
you're
get cursed out. I get cursed out every
you're
night.
getting you're getting fussed at. And to play devil's advocate again, no one is writing you up. No one's telling you if you do something to this patient, don't return to work or you can leave. Corporate is watching you on camera. You're getting critique. I have to be nice to you after you done call me every racial slur, every cuss word, because my check literally depends on it. My survey depends on it, and they do that. So, not saying it's an excuse to give them piss poor customer service to patients, but patients need to have a little grace because you're just dealing with yourself and a doctor. They're dealing with literally five moving parts on top of not completing other stuff that's required with them a day.
Hmm.
And 9 out of 10, they're short staffed.
Yeah, I get that. My aggravation is don't even be with the pharmacy. It mostly be with my insurance company.
There's a
So
communication disconnect all the way around. I promise
yeah.
you.
So I think when she's saying what medication are they mad about, we're talking about the GLP-1 medication. And it's true. Patients are mad. The pharmacists are mad because we be stressing them the hell out. The doctors are mad because we're stressing them the hell out because to do prior authorizations. We mad at the doctors because it's your job to do a prior authorization. It's just crazy. Everybody's just going crazy over this freaking medicine
You want to
because
know
it
why?
works.
You want to know
Hmm.
why? Because you ever been into the store and somebody be like, "I don't work in this department."
Yeah.
That that's how they feel with prior authorizations. Pharmacies be like, "I don't work in this in this department." If your doctor doing this, why they don't do that already? Submit the prior authorization, or why they waiting on us? They know this medication needs a PA. Why they waiting on us? And doctor's office be like, "We not gonna do it now. We go wait and see what the insurance company says." When in actuality, when a doctor sent over a prescription electronically, and I'm gonna say Epic is a big one that everybody use across the board. Epic, if your insurance information and your pharmacy information is already in the computer, and when they do that, they enter in that prescription, it automatically tells them right then and there if you got a copay, if you need a prior authorization. Right then and there, the doctor can tell you that with seeing that if they use Epic. I'm not sure about Athena, Centricity. So it shows them that. They don't tell you guys that, but I'm snitching. They'll let you know if you have a little copay or whatever, because those systems are built in. And that's why I would tell you, Keisha, doctors don't have to wait to submit that prior authorization. They can do it right then and there. Send that over to the pharmacy, send a message to their medical assistant to get on Cover My Meds. do that little paper and call it out. Or hell, print the paper out and send it over. They don't have to wait. But no one is proactive in doing it before it gets to the pharmacy.
Mm-hmm.
So ground zero again, it starts at the doctor's office. If you're writing this medication all willy-nilly, your first 2 patients is the learning experience, but you got 60 patients a day. Out them 60, you writing this drug 15 times. You don't know what to do by now?
Right. They do, they just
So
don't want to do it.
right, but patients don't take that out with their doctor's office. You know who they cuss out?
The
The
pharmacy.
insurance company or exactly.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what's happening until you get there. Whereas your doctor already know because they sent you. So again, doctor's office are the leads and calls that could pull this stress off.
Rhonda
You know?
says, I have Blue Cross Blue Shield PPO. My copay for Mounjaro is $5 from CVS Pharmacy. That's amazing. A lot of
Child,
insurance will pay for. Hmm.
I be trying to finagle so I can get a 3 month supply.
Good morning to all of you who are saying good morning in the chat. Secrets, Santa's mom. The medication was made for diabetics. Doctors have been prescribing it off label for PCOS, other comorbidities, including weight loss. Is telehealth an okay way to go? Absolutely. Birdie Fly says if a doctor prescribes um this without a script, she said I would run. I'm sorry, you had some typos. I was trying to get it together. Delante, I see you want to come to our little meat market, girl. Honey, baby, you gonna want to move to Houston because some people can cook over there. User trying to find my way says I'm on Sexton that I got approved. We'll start on Monday. Um, Forgot my needles, but I can't wait. Congratulations, my love. Congratulations. Oh, I'm scrolling this thing. I hope I didn't block anybody because I'm not trying to. Any suggestions for constipation? Who is this saying this? Um, Darren Chapman, go onto my page and look at that first video. I'm giving you some homework. Go onto my page and look at that first
Not
video.
homework.
That's gonna be that's your homework. That's gonna be your first assignment. Go onto my page and look at that first video, and that's gonna cure your constipation. I promise you, baby. I
Look,
promise you.
Mr. Tim asks what is pregame.
Tim, pre-gaming is basically getting your side effect medications together and making sure you have them on hand prior to taking your injection. You can do things actively like super hydrate yourself, eat a really good meal, make sure you have a lot of protein in, make sure you're doing your vitamin supplements that like you're supposed to, and then have on hand things to treat constipation, things to treat diarrhea, things to treat nausea. Um, what else? Did I miss anything?
Constipation, diarrhea, sulfur burps.
Yeah, sulfur verbs. Oh my God.
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's pre-gaming.
Miss Lakeisha, let me
Okay.
debunk that myth of your insurance wants to pay for the cheapest prescription first. It's not the cheapest prescription. It's the first line of therapy. If you come to me basically with a headache, I'm not gonna give you oxycodone first. I'm gonna ask you if you take Tylenol. So it's not that they're trying to do the cheapest option first. They're trying to get the safest minimum with less side effects treatment to the patient first. and then you work your way up. That's why step therapy in is a question. I'm not gonna attack you with a heavy hitter until I know the little ones didn't work first. That's just like with migraine medicine. Before I started giving you this injection, did you take sumatriptans, topiramate? Did you take that stuff first before you start getting the injection? So it's like the less invasive before you go to the extreme.
Mm-hmm. Tisha, did anybody answer Tisha's question? She said, which is closer to Mounjaro, Ozempic or Wegovy? They both have GLP-1, but Mounjaro we know has GLP-1 and GIP. Wegovy is FDA approved for weight loss and can be dosed higher. Ozempic is dosed low for diabetics. So they're in the same family, baby. Yeah, and they're also the same medication. It's the same semaglutide, it's semaglutide, but it has different names. The name for Wegovy is for patients who are non-diabetic. They can be dosed up to 2.4, but if you're a diabetic, your doctor is going to put you on Ozempic, and the highest dose you can go up to is 1.7. Okay. Oh, y'all, Angela said her triglycerides went from 514 to 276. Okay. And she also says that her A1C was 12.5 and now it's 6.2. Did y'all hear what I said? Come on, Angela. I love that for you. Kelly Prince says I started Mounjaro in March through through a type 2 drug trial, but it has improved many other issues. That's amazing. Kajora says, hello everyone. I finally got my 15 milligrams today. Congratulations. She said she had been stalling and she had been stalling. I think she said she was on 12.5. There's some typos there. I'm so excited for you, babe. Thank you. Buy my glasses. Um, Melanie says, not only does physical health matter, but mental health and self-esteem matters as well. It does. Baby, I just posted a video this morning about how my self-esteem was when I was a big girl and how it is now. We listen, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that self-esteem stuff. Lisa says, I'm nearly 65 years old, feeling good, and my knees love Mounjaro. Come on, Miss Lisa. I know that's right. Sandy says, I just want to lose another 20 pounds so I can get corrective hernia surgery safely. Oh, yes, honey, I understand that. I understand that. Kajora says, I love your positive vibes on here. I really look forward to your lives. Well, thank you, my love. It's always going to be love and light in this chat. Um, Jomi says, I wish they had GLPs when I had the band 6 surgery. I'm sorry. She says, love how I feel, and I have never been this weight since high school. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy for you. Hannah says, daily reminder to be nice to all the customer service workers. Too hot to be hateful. I'm telling you. Listen, let me just say this. I am never rude to anyone. It's just now, can I be ugly if you just brush me off? Now, if I'm coming into the pharmacy and I'm already, first of all, when anybody goes into the pharmacy, a lot of us go with lack of knowledge and understanding of the process. So me as a nurse, let me just tell you about me as a nurse. When I have patients that come in and they curse me out, and listen, this happened on a daily basis. Somebody cursing us out, telling us off, challenging our education using Google. It's always, I mean, it's like healthcare providers get abused so much Whenever I go into the pharmacy, I always take that with me. I always go trying to understand. But if someone is just being ugly, your response to me is nonchalant and you don't look like you care, then you're gonna trigger something else in me. I don't never start it. I promise you
It
I don't.
was it with me when I was working in the pharmacy. You know who I couldn't stand? The ones that be like, I'm a nurse and I'm a doctor. What that's supposed to mean? So since
Hmm.
and when they used to be ugly like that and be a nurse and I'm a doctor and they look down on me, I'm about to talk to you with every bit of medical terminology that I have in the fiber in my being, and that's a lot.
Hmm.
That is a lot because when you start throwing your initials, I'm gonna throw mine. And
Yeah.
when I start using medical terminology, it be baby, I don't understand that. But you said you wanted the straight front, narrow. But if you are nice to your technicians and you are a regular, trust me, that wait time gonna be a little less. The
Yeah.
MOUNJARO boxes are gonna pull out of thin air. You would be
Yes.
surprised what we'll get
Yeah.
done for those nice
One
patients.
one thing about it, I always go with honey, but like Greenie says, techs and pharmacists are not always pleasant. They not.
No, they not. They not.
That's true.
They
So
not.
I'm gonna give what you giving. That's how I am. I'm gonna give what you giving. Cause I'll be done said F that medicine. And we gonna talk about something else.
I know I have. I know I don't look. I done cussed out
Shit. If I
somebody.
come
I
with
done
honey,
cursed out. I done cursed out
baby.
somebody, moved them to the side with the manager, and kept on with my whole day. Girl, look, God kept me working in the real
Jomi
world.
Jomi says same here in IT for healthcare. She says they get yelled at all the time. It's no excuse for people being rude. It's really not. I always try to think about it like, when people are sick, just coming from the nurse standpoint, people are coming to me at their most vulnerable stage. They're weak, they're sick. When you don't feel good, you don't want to argue with nobody. You don't. You just make me feel better. Trust me, I've been in the bed sick. And all I
Yeah,
want is for a provider. Just make me feel better. Don't come over me huffing and puffing. Don't come in my room with no bad attitude. Don't come talking at me, talk to me. You're going to get a different side of me. That's just it. So a lot of times I was going here with that too. A lot of times when patients come in and they're in a bad mood and they grouchy and whatever, I don't take none of that to heart. Now, if you call me out my name, that's gonna be another side of me as your nurse now. You can do anything. Don't call me out of my name. You can yell. You can be frustrated. You can say people they don't understand. Y'all not taking care of me. I don't take none of that personal because when I was sick, I felt like that a lot too. Because when you sick, you just ain't in the mood. Just make me feel better. That's what your
but
mindset is that I don't
if
feel good. And that's it. Some people are mean when they don't feel good. I don't take none of that personal.
and I wish I could bottle up. I wish I can bottle up because I'm a good firm believer. If you came in and I can see that you're sick, or I'll match the medication with whatever. I'm not gonna make you wait. I wouldn't make people wait. I push them to the front because I already know if like you said, um, my humble experience was being a patient and couldn't do nothing for myself in the hospital. So that made me a little bit more better of a healthcare worker.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went to the pharmacy world, yeah, I rushed some stuff up for people, for children. If you have like a whole bunch of kids, it's late, we're backed up. Like my prioritizing was I read the room, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think a lot of them don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I said
Let
there's an
me
emotional disconnect too.
yeah. Let me give Jomi her shout out. She says her highest weight was 244. Her starting weight on Manjaro was 183. Her goal weight 146 and her current weight is 136. Congratulations, my love. Congratulations. Um Mellorin says, my insurance company told me that I need to be on there back and make them do the PA work. It's their job. Some of the doctors.
It is their job.
Yeah.
It
Simply
sucks
Kim
that you
says
have
that is
to.
correct. Hey Kim, girl, I
It
ordered my
sucks
cup.
that you have to.
I ordered my cup last night. Donna Scott says my doctor recommended and did the PA before sending in the script.
And
That's what they're
majority
supposed
of
to
them
do.
prior authorizations get approved the same day. Most I can say probably 60% of them prior authorization, if done right the first time it's submitted, they can be approved within the same day. Um, Even though Norman's business hours are what, 9 to 5, someone is actually on the other side of that prior authorization department till 8, 9 o'clock at night. So if
Hmm.
you was to call after business hours and check that prior authorization, there's a strong possibility that PA is already approved. But once it's approved, the approval gets faxed to the doctor's office, not to the pharmacy.
Lakeisha says Epic does not allow. She says Epic does not allow show that a prior authorization is needed.
It wouldn't say PA is needed, but when the whoever puts the prescription in and they send it over, and the only reason why I know is because I do Epic and my doctor does Epic and my treatment people does Epic, it'll probably tell them that it's not covered. And if anything is not covered, it means it needs a prior authorization.
Okay, got you. You got that, Keish. What about Medicare? What about it?
Medicare,
I'm gonna be
it,
doing a video on that as soon as I get off Medicare.
I have to. Medicare is broad. If you straight Medicare is one thing. Medicare that has dual coverage means a policy. Um, People who have Medicaid and Medicare, that is a broad category. Because what one policy don't cover, something else might pick it up. Medicare has a lot of supplement plans, so it all depends on what type of Medicare you have.
Hmm. There are a couple of politicians who put forth a bill. They're trying to get a bill approved where Medicare patients can get weight loss medicines. That's what my video is going to be about. I'm going to record it and post it when I get off of live, which will be in
Correction. Define weight loss medication. Saxenda,
well, I mean, I don't know. They just said weight loss medication. They didn't say which specific ones.
Saxenda, and that's what I'm saying. Saxenda is a is one that is used for obesity. WEGOVY is if the diagnosis is approved for obesity, but again, it's not a weight loss drug. So when when the politicians pass a bill,
No, you're saying that. I didn't say they said that. They
no,
just
I
said
said
weight loss medication. Whatever them, they didn't say which ones.
no. I know
I
they
understand what you're saying.
they
You're saying that people may be thinking of Mounjaro
yeah
and
when
yeah, they didn't say which ones. They just said weight loss medication. I'll send you the article. Valerie says, "Why am I being told that I can't get a prescription even though I have my insurance won't cover it?"
you can get a prescription if your doctor write it and your doctor wants you with it, you can have that prescription. Doesn't necessarily mean your insurance will pay for the
Right.
prescription. Just because your doctor write it, don't mean that it's covered. Um, it's just like some of these blood pressure medications. Uh, might be, let's just say amlodipine. You can take amlodipine 20 milligrams one time a day, and they approve it one time a day. But your doctor might want you on amlodipine 20 milligrams 2 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
Your pharmacy might run it for 2 times a day, and 2 times a day not covered. Your insurance won't cover the 2 times a day. Why? Because if your doctor wants you on 40 milligrams, you need to go up to the next milligram
Yeah.
strength. So it could be little loopholes like that because
Mm-hmm.
it's not recommended as a safe starting dose. So it all depends on the treatment, if that makes sense.
Got you. Hi, Decordia. I see you, girl. Good morning, Michelle. I see you, girl.
Okay.
Jasmine says I get 90-day supply, $68 through Express Scripts. Good morning, Nichelle. Oh, Lakeisha says the insurance company is the one asking for prior authorization, not the providers, y'all. Marcy, I feel great. Thank you for asking, my love. Thank you so much for asking. I feel amazing. I worked last night and I'm still up talking to y'all. And guess what? I got to work tonight. I just couldn't go to sleep. I said, let me go talk to my people. What Greenie is saying. Greenie says, has anybody been getting the 15 milligrams lately? I know it's on back order. Yeah, I've been seeing people get it. Church Girl says, I have Capital Blue Cross Blue Shield and they will not approve 90-day supply unless I get a new PA and I have a zero copay. Tim, pre-gaming is just taking medications prior to it's the medications that you would use to treat side effects, but we have them on hand just in case you start to experience them. And it's also like getting your body ready to take this medication so that you don't experience side effects like getting yourself super hydrated, making sure you have like Gatorade and Pedialyte on hand and protein shakes on hand and taking your collagen supplements and things of that nature so that you getting a good meal in so that your body will be able to handle the injection and you don't have side effects. And then taking nausea medicine if you need it, anti what you call it, reflux medicine if you need it, things of that nature. Why can't I get meds unless my insurance company covers it? Valerie, you can get it. You just have to pay out of pocket, but you need a prescription for it. You can get any medication if you pay for it out of pocket. Somebody just said they use Express scripts, Tisha. What vitamin supplements are necessary? I think the only thing that is necessary is your multivitamin. If you have melanated skin, vitamin D, um, a pre and probiotic. I honestly
Yeah.
think that's really all the supplement that you need, and some protein shakes. Michelle says she got approved for Wegovy for weight loss. You better go with it, baby. That's a good one. You good with Wegovy. Kendra says I was 5'4" and 217 pre-diabetic. I now am a 173. The goal weight is 165. The A1C is good across the board with everything. Come on. That's
All right
amazing, my
now.
love. Jesse says between Mounjaro and metformin, I'm the opposite of constipation. What do you do to help with that? You can ask your doctor for some Lomotil. My husband have the same issues.
Lighten up on the grease, the fatty foods. Lighten up on the fatty foods. I had to
I was
learn
just
that.
about to ask about nausea. I started 5 on Sunday. Any suggestions? Yeah, ask your doctor to get you some Zofran ODT, the kind that dissolves in your mouth,
Under your tongue.
under your tongue. Yes, girl, I don't even
Pop it
put it
in
under
there.
my tongue.
Nausea be so.
Sometimes
I
I'll
don't
put it
did it
under my
too.
tongue.
Nausea
Sometimes I
be
just
so
put it in my
bad.
mouth.
Just get it. Just throw it in there. Okay, how it dissolve. Hurry up.
Will Medicare pay for it? Because my Kaiser won't. So if you are diabetic, your Medicare will pay for it. My cousin just got approved through
So
Medicare.
you had not, that's Medicaid. Medicaid and Medicare are two
Oh, was it
different things.
Medicaid?
So
Okay.
with that, if you have two insurances, you got to build the primary first and then the secondary. You can't just skip one because those insurance know whether you have a primary. So you got to build the primary. The primary should reject, Kaiser should reject, and then Medicare should follow behind that, whatever their criteria is. So yeah,
Gemma says, does Mounjaro make you feel cold? Couple days after the shot, I'm very cold, uncomfortable legs and feet. Girl, extremely cold. Extremely. I have two heating pads on my bed and a heating blanket. This is a heating blanket. This is not my quilt. This is not my comforter. It's a heating blanket. Understand me. I be freezing. And I got this heating blanket. Let me see so I can show y'all.
that's because y'all losing y'all insulation.
Look, it's on high. I'm freezing.
That's because y'all losing y'all insulation. The more fat, they ain't got nothing to warm them bones no more.
I'm telling you. Shelly, hi.
Hi,
Anna,
Shelly.
hi. Tori
Hi,
Foxall
Anna.
is saying hi, everybody.
Hi, Tori. Nina
Hannah
says
said,
she
we
living
match
her
energy
best
around
summer.
here. You sure
It
do.
is 109 in Louisiana. Come on, come down here. You'll get warmed up between 103 to 112. Come on down if y'all cold. Come on. Heat and humidity.
Oh, he's in Vegas.
Oh, ain't nobody
Here in
out here
Vegas,
be
they are selling Mounjaro on Craigslist for $400 a box. Woo!
not the black market. That's what I call Craigslist, the black market.
He says, I would be leery. I would be too.
Somebody go be with trench coats and open up their jacket with Manjaro boxes in their jacket. I might have to do that.
I'm on my fifth shot, first shot on 5 milligrams. I've only lost 4 pounds on 2.5. That's good. Only lost 4 pounds.
That's a lot. Oh, you can have that 114 index in Florida, Luis.
I've been on
Mm-mm.
Mounjaro. It'll be a year next month on the 13th.
And how was your journey?
Oh, Lapita, Lamodo is over the counter?
Yeah,
I thought Lamodo was you needed a prescription for it.
Imodium is over the counter.
Yeah, she says Lamodo is over the counter. I thought you needed a script for Lamodo.
The modal you do.
Yeah, she's saying it's over the counter. What is the best telehealth um to go with? We use Anixia out of Staten Island. That's the only one. I'm sorry. You say telehealth. We use our provider is through Push. Now I don't know which one is the best one. I don't know. But I know everybody is getting swamped. Okay, we got down to all of the comments. Does anybody want me to shout them out before we get off, or do you guys have any nurse related questions? Y'all saw that I had done a live on gastroparesis, just trying to educate on gastroparesis because in the media right now they are talking about, people wanting to sue because they feel like this medication gave them gastroparesis, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted to educate on gastroparesis because y'all have to understand that this GLP-1 medication. Good morning, gorgeous. This GLP-1 medication is designed to slow down your gastric digestion and suppress your appetite by sending signals to your brain. Now, y'all, gastroparesis is a severe case of abdominal paralysis. It means when you eat, your food's going to go down super slow and it's going to sit right on your stomach and it's not going to go no further. And the reason
But
why it's like that is because the nerves and the interstitial cells that move things along are paralyzed. That's not what your GLP-1 is doing for you. It's slowing down your digestion, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with your interstitial cells. There's nothing wrong with your parasympathetic nerves that helps to feed that your stomach, and there's nothing wrong with your vagus nerve. Nothing.
some of them don't realize they already have GI issues before they even getting on this
Right.
medication.
Especially if you are diabetic. If you are a diabetic and you've already had GERD issues and gastroparesis, then
Gastroparesis.
yes, when you add this on top of it, it can make the situation even more severe. Also, people who have had gastric sleeve surgery. During your gastric sleeve surgery, there could have been some nerve severed that causes you to have gastroparesis now. If you had GERD really bad and you had to have clippings and things of that nature, that can cause you to have gastroparesis. Okay? So don't let these people come onto social media and all these media outlets because they want to have a storyline and convince you that you are going to get gastroparesis. They're not giving you enough of this medication for you to get gastroparesis. You're taking this injection once a week. People that are in maintenance, you're taking it every other week. Okay? They're not giving you anything. I mean, that is going to cause you to have gastroparesis, which means a true paralyzed stomach. No, you're digesting, you're just moving slow. It's just slower. That's it. It's not staying stuck in your stomach. You're having bowel movements. Okay? I got a prescription but not covered. Is there a savings card? Mitzi, only for diabetics. Hey David. Have you experienced any hair loss? No, my love. I have too much hair. Don't let these extensions fool you. I got too much hair. I just was talking about all the hair that I hate to comb. If my hair, y'all, I had shoulder surgeries, so I can't reach up to comb my hair. That's why I always have a curly units on and stuff like that because I cannot comb my hair. This is as high as I can lift my arms, and I cannot touch the back of my head because of my shoulder surgeries. So if my hair is coming out, it's because I don't let it get knotted and I'm brushing it hard because I cannot my range of motion won't allow me to like comb and brush the back of my head like y'all can do. I don't have the range of motion to do it. So no, I don't have hair loss secondary to this medication. Gorgeous one says, the gastroparesis could have come from the sleeve surgery. Yes, baby. That's exactly what I was saying. Louise says, y'all, for the push, for the people who are looking for telehealth, I wish I could pin this. He says, Sequence, Hello Alpha, Push Health, there's Mochi, Plush, and so many other options with pros and cons. So he's basically saying, here you are, do your research. Okay. Oh, Lapita says Imodium is what she meant. Lamodo does require a prescription. I thought it did, baby. Thank you for that, correcting that. Pam Wilder says, hello, can you start the medication being newly diagnosed with having hypothyroidism? Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. You sure can. Beautiful says, teach. Okay. Thank you for the information. You welcome, sexy chocolate. Gorgeousness says, exactly. That's a lie. And Mounjaro is better than having surgery. Wish I knew this. I know, baby. It's the new gastric sleeve, right? It is the new gastric sleeve for real. Do you have any? Oh, I saw that you said you do have GERD. I was just about to ask you if you have any complications secondary to your surgery, but you answered that already. I saw it, baby. Smith, KTF says everyone that I know that knows that I'm on this medication is sending me that information, that article. And you know what you need to do, baby? Send it right back to them with a little, nice little note saying, you know, what you know about this medication. You know already that it's gonna slow your gastric down, but it's not gonna give you a paralyzed stomach. There's no evidence.
All medications, I'm sorry, all
There's no
medications.
evidence-based practice showing that yet. We haven't been on these medicines long enough for it to show side effects. And then also, people who have taken Ozempic or whatever weighed them years ago, 2016. I've not seen not one doctor said that a patient have had a paralyzed stomach secondary to their GLP-1 medicine yet. If y'all see it, please tag me. I might be wrong. Please send it to
All
me.
medications have side effects. Some are worse than others. Not
Yeah.
saying that we're not going to have side effects. Some are worse than others. But for the ones that are non compliant, I mean, they get on this medication, they don't want to pregame, they want to overeat, they want to handle it wrong, they might enforce their side effects. Some people might get on this medication, don't know their true diagnosis because they think it's just weight loss and forget that they have GERD and all this other stuff and not
Mm-hmm.
educated properly. So a lot of this can be self-inflicted because of not being informed properly, not knowing yourself properly, not
Mm-hmm.
being educated properly. Not saying that some people might are doing the right thing and side effects not happen. Not saying that that won't happen, but a lot of this can be I don't want to say self-inflicted, but it is self-inflicted sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of this is fixable. I just don't know why this medication is just the only medication being targeted because I can go
Yeah.
down with some stuff that is
Yes, and the thing, not to cut you off, sister, but the thing that pisses me off about that whole situation is it's almost like people want you to feel like who is this that sent me this? Smith KTF. She says everybody is sending her that article. What's the intent? You know, what is their intentions in sending you the article? Are they trying to scare you out of taking this medicine because they know you're going to be successful? You understand what I'm saying? Are they trying to put fear in you and discourage you? You know, like what is the intent? Are you truly concerned? Because I feel like if somebody was truly concerned about you with this article, they would have read the article and did their own research before sending you something. Oh, you know, because people will believe anything. That's why I
guess
say
what?
education is key.
Guess
Education
what?
is key.
When them people start pulling up these GLP-1 articles, them same people who sending you this, go back and Google them phentermine articles where they had them lawsuits because people was having heart attacks and all that stuff, and how phentermine is still being prescribed off label on the table and broken down,
Hmm.
and how it's FDA approved. It's Contrave is a mix of phentermine, the Traxone and the other one, Casima, is phentermine
Hmm.
still in there. How they have those weight loss clinics that's still pushing phentermine, and phentermine had more lawsuits than the law allow.
Right.
Phentermine give you heart palpitations and mimic, and is the same as if you sniffing caffeine by itself. So when somebody mention your GLP-1, ask them if they ever took Adipex and see what and see what they say, and then
Yeah.
list them same side effects and ask them how they doing. When somebody send you that article, post them lawsuits, genuine lawsuits. So
Yeah.
it's like, don't tell me that because I'm pretty
Right.
sure 1 out of 5 person that says something about the GLP-1 got them little speckled white tablets of phentermine
Yeah.
in a
It's
medicine
the
cabinet.
intention. It is the intention.
So
You want people to look out for you for sure. You want people so to have you in the know so you know what's going on. But what's the intention? You know, I always when somebody send me something that I feel like is a little off, I'll be like, now I wonder what
I
this
send
person.
you
I'm not
stuff.
talking about you. I'm talking about people who see you doing well, see you thriving or whatever, and they want to kind of throw a little salt on it, kind of slow you down, kind of, they say, oh, she a little bit too happy or she getting a little bit too thin. For who? You know, don't, I just hate that type of stuff. That's why I always put education on my page whenever something comes up in the media, especially if it's behind healthcare and it's about y'all's body, I post it so that you guys can know, so you can know how to rebuttal them. We all know that this medication is going to slow our digestion down. That's not a surprise. You're not telling me nothing that I don't know, but I don't have no paralyzed stomach. That might have happened for them, but for me, no, I'm good over here. Just said it, I'm good. I'm good. And then y'all have to remember this too. Sometimes your risk is like what is your risk? What's the reward behind the risk? Okay. And then also these side effects can be managed over the counter. There are some prescriptions that you may need, like a Zofran or like a Lamotil for diarrhea, but I would rather have a couple of days of diarrhea than to be big and heavy and risk having a heart attack and dying, or being pre-diabetic and then risk becoming diabetic and possibly losing a limb
And
or
and
losing my eyesight
and
or
get
having
this.
neuropathy and things of that nature. So it's like you
And
got to rebut them with that. Yeah, I know. I know that there's a possibility. I know that it's going to slow down my digestion, but it's also going to prevent me from having cardiovascular disease and dying like granddaddy did, or dying like my daddy did, or having a heart attack like my mama did. You got to rebut them like that and shut them all the way down.
and get this. When someone tells me something, out of all, and I done took pretty much a lot of medication. Of all the medications that like to kill me, it was lisinopril.
A blood pressure medicine.
That medication, which they said that only attacks African Americans, and I was supposed to have angioedema in my face. I didn't have angioedema in my face. I had it in my limbs, my hand, and guess what? My stomach and my colon.
Wow.
And they locked me down for almost a week and a half, thinking I had C. diff, and come to find out it came from lisinopril, a blood pressure medication. So when people start having these side effects about stuff to kill you, I mean, really, what you're saying, like, if you
Yeah.
go talk about one medication with all the side effects, talk about all of them. Because I
Right.
fear the blood pressure medications, then I fear this GLP-1.
Right.
So
These are minimal side effects, y'all, secondary to taking this medicine. Y'all, they have some and I was telling this story to somebody. I got a patient that came through the emergency room who had blisters all over their body from taking a freaking Tylenol. So I mean, miss me with that, telling me, talking about people paralyzed stomach and stuff. They just reaching at this point, and it just sounds so silly of them just reaching. It just sounds good. So let's put this out there to scare them. We still not gonna stop taking it. We're not gonna stop taking it. I've been the smallest that I have ever been in my whole entire adulthood, and I had minimal side effects. The side effects that I did have, I can deal with it. And if worried about me, pray for me. Um, Louise, I did have shoulder surgeries. I had a shoulder replacement on my left shoulder and a bone graft on the right, secondary to when I had cancer 10 years ago, babe. Oh gosh. Let me get to the comments because it's getting out of hand again. So someone says so Mounjaro and Ozempic are safe. Yes, I'm on Ozempic and my sister is worried for me. Tell her, don't worry for you. You're fine. Pray for you. Tell her to pray that God take that fear from her, because that ain't nothing but the devil putting fear of you being on this medicine onto her. You are saving your life. You're gonna live longer. This medicine is protecting your heart, preventing diabetes and all of the things. There's no reason for her to be scared for you. Don't be
and
scared for
just
me, baby. I'm
reassure
good.
and just reassure her and let her know you're being monitored. It's not like we taking these medications. Well, hopefully you're not taking these medications and you're not being monitored with the doctor that prescribes this to you. Because before I even start on my next dose or get another prescription, I have a little chit chat with my nurse provider, um to make sure we on the what and what and I'm okay. So just reassure that you're taking the medication, you're doing all the precautions, and if you feel that it gets out of pocket and you can't handle it, you're going to stop. It's not like it's a
Hmm.
crack and you're addicted to it. So
Right.
just reassure her too.
Vegan nutritionist says, do you think daily GLP would keep your appetite controlled more consistent since it's a daily medicine? I would hope so. I would think that it would work how phentermine worked back in the day.
Rebelsis, you talking about?
She didn't say the name. Stacy, thank you for the follow. Charlie, thank you for the follow. Gorgeousness says, I haven't had any problems with Mounjaro, no sickness or anything. Nicole says, Express Scripts deny my PA even with Hashimoto's, blood pressure, and thyroidism. Dana, hey girl. Dana's in the chat. Vegan nutritionist
Hello,
says, how many
Dana.
days? Huh?
I said hello to Dana.
How many days does appetite control last for after the injection? I would say that it lasts from the second day up until the fifth to sixth day. On that sixth day, you start feeling your appetite back. I know
It's
I did.
supposed to be. It's supposed to. It's supposed to be 7 days, which means appetite wear off. You take your next injection. Supposed to
But
be
it be
7.
before that. It's
But
before that.
if you're on like a low dose and it's still not, then that probably means you need to titer to the next dose.
hmm Claudia Selena says, why they stopped giving Mounjaro? Because it's a shortage for it and it was made for diabetics, so they want it to be specifically prescribed to diabetics. However, if you want to pay out of pocket, you can get a script for it, but your insurance company is giving the
I just
pushback.
think they ran out. They just need to be honest. They wasn't expecting Manjaro to bust out the gate like this and be such a thing. So they probably made a few couple million, and then it's like we out, and they don't know how to handle the need right now. So that's all I need to tell the truth is we just ran out. we
Yeah.
we ran out of medication. That's all.
Gorgeous says, since Mounjaro, I'm no longer pre-diabetic and she's off of her blood pressure medications. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Dead Wiley says that's why nobody who oh my gosh, I don't know. Hold on, baby.
Two.
She's abbreviating.
I hate
Oh, she
that
says
TikTok.
that's why nobody knows I'm on it. And they do and it and it they do they're not in my oh, she said if they do, they're not in her family. I understand that because people will pray against you. People will pray against you. And that's
Child, we
people agree
can.
with her. Nick Unique says same. Twin, I'm sorry, beautiful two says exactly. That's me too. On the medication and family don't even know because you can't tell people everything because everybody
Mm-mm.
not happy for you.
They'll kill your spirit.
Louise says side effects of ibuprofen, Tylenol, and metformin. He says all clickbait and scaring people since it's new. Exactly. Y'all read some side effects on some of these medicines y'all take. You would pass out. Sexy Chocolate says I think to sleeve surgery after I have my knee. Oh, she says she thinks she's gonna get her sleeve surgery after she have her knee surgery. Wait, I don't know what you're trying to say, baby. The typos.
You know, TikTok only let you write 2 sentences before they tell you you reach your max. I hate that.
Try me again, baby, because I can't even understand what you were saying. I'm sorry. Something about your knee surgery and gastric surgery. But at the end of the day, Sexy Chocolate says, then I hear people talk about Mounjaro on TikTok and decide to go to Google for more information. People are talking about lisinopril and how it did them bad. Somebody said it killed their aunt. Wow, lisinopril.
And no one talks
Ooh.
about angioedema. You hear it through word of mouth. No one talks about that. how that medication is still being prescribed left and right. Don't get me wrong, it worked, but a side effect almost take me out. So that's what I be talking about. Is like, don't make this the kill all of all drugs. Like, there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of them. The main one that's in a side effect, you have Adderall is on back order. Um, Concerta, the methylphenidate, all those on back order, and all these kids are going to school. Guess what? They got to jump through hoops to get these brand medications. The same way people got to jump through hoops to get these GLP-1s, and no one is talking about that. And considering the fact that that's ADHD medications, and people really need that
Yeah.
medication, especially now that school's starting. No one is focusing in on top of that, and that's a bigger a deal than GLP-1s, because
Right.
that's what we're getting branched on. That's what they're actually gatekeeping those
Yeah.
medication and saving it for people that actually need it. But GLP-1 is the it thing right now, so that's what people are focusing on. Like,
Yes.
Adderall is none to existence right now, and that's a dependent medication. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? People are actually addicted on that and need that, and could go on a rage, and it can affect mental health and mental issues. But no one is talking about that.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I wish people who are not on GLP-1s would just stay out of our damn business. Stay out of our business. Y'all don't know the walk that y'all they people just don't know. People do not know I had posted this morning the insecurities that come along with obesity, the comorbidities that come along with obesity, and the aches and the pains and the it's just so much physically and mentally. So I just be thinking to myself, mind your own damn business. If you've never experienced this, you don't know why we're fighting for. You don't know why we're trying to get our formularies changed. You don't know why we're trying to make sure we get these medicines in, or find doctors who um study chronic obesity and how to treat it. People, they don't know. So just mind y'all business. Mind the business
if
that paid you, please.
if
It
you
just drives
talk
me
to
nuts. So
me,
when I see stuff like that and people making posts, especially people in my comments, my husband be saying, please ignore those people. I can't. Do not come on my platform thinking you're gonna comment under here about obesity and things that we doing over here. Hop back over the
I have
fence.
been I've been thankful that no one, like the little snippets that I do post, no one ain't really tried me. They tried me about
Oh,
my
they try
horse.
me all the time.
They told me that my horse was fat and needed MOUNJARO. That was the only thing that a troll told me about my horse. But other than that, no one has really tried me, and I think that's probably another reason why I haven't went live on my page yet, because my temper, girl, I'll be banned as soon as I start.
So let me say this to Brandon. I'm sorry, Brandon. There's nothing wrong with your lisinopril, boo. There's nothing wrong with your lisinopril. My sister is allergic to it. She had a bad reaction to it. Some other people had bad reactions to it. There's a lot of African Americans who have bad reactions to lisinopril. Nothing's up with it. If it's working for
I'm
you, it's working for you, babe. You know, none of us know what no medicine is gonna do in our bodies until we take it. Um, but no, you continue to take your lisinopril, boo.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to scare him.
My husband take lisinopril as well.
But still,
Nova,
even
thank you
on
for
that
the follow.
medication, do your research. And if you don't like it, or you're scared, there's other medications you can switch to. But that's all the problem with when it comes to medications in general. Don't believe the hype. Do your research. Talk to your medical provider and start from there. That's all we saying. With any
hmm
medication, I don't care if it's a cream. Do your research first.
Right. Alto says, I'm on Ozempic and I don't want to drink a lot of water. I know I need to do more and because it's bad. So what you can do, love, is eat popsicles or eat ice or freeze juice. Like if you want to drink some juice, um put some Pedialyte in and get some IV, liquid IV, and put it in some juice, freeze it, and eat it like ice if you don't feel like drinking water. Or drink tea or coffee, just anything that you can get fluids in you. If you don't want to drink water, just get fluids in some type of way so you don't get dehydrated. And make sure you do electrolyte replacement with like Pedialyte, Gatorade, or liquid IV. Basketball mom, what's considered a low dose of what, love? Of Manjaro, 2.5 milligrams is the initial dose. I'm on Manjaro and my head has been hurting since Tuesday. I don't know what's wrong. Baby, you're dehydrated. That's what's wrong. You have what's called a dehydration headache. So first and foremost, do not take Excedrin. Y'all hear me well. If you ever get a dehydration headache, and 9 times out of 10, if you're on a GLP-1 and you have a headache, it's a dehydration headache. You need to go get you some electrolyte, Pedialyte, Gatorade, or liquid IV. Mix it in some water, sweetheart, and drink that. Drink that. Your electrolytes are off because you are dehydrated. That's what's wrong with you. And nothing else. As soon as you do that, my love, I promise you that headache is gonna go away. You can take some Tylenol, but don't take Excedrin or anything like that because Excedrin for dehydration headaches makes them worse. Okay. How did you do on 5 milligrams? I start Monday. I actually did good, Jennifer. Whenever I first started, I thought my first injection was a placebo because it did nothing for me. I had food noise. I didn't have no appetite suppression. I didn't get weak. Nothing was going on. I didn't feel anything. But the last 3 doses did me well. I lost pretty good with 5 milligrams. I'm so happy, gorgeous, to hear about your husband. What was the highest dose for Manjaro? 15 milligrams. Rena says, I just wanted to stop by and thank you for all the education information you share. I appreciate you. You welcome, my love. I love to teach, y'all. I'm going back to school.
I'm
We'll talk
not.
about we'll talk about that in another live.
I'm 2 seconds from
Sleeve
being on the
surgery
strip
after knee
pole. Call
surgery.
me Sizzle.
Sleeve surgery after knee surgery was the worst choice I ever made. I'm so sorry, baby. Twin Dead Wiley says, sorry, love. I keep everything to myself. I don't blame you, baby.
I don't like keeping everything to myself because I be wanting to share my milestones, and that make me a little depressed if I can't share just a little something. But I get it though.
Yeah, it's some people trigger you. Somebody done did her something. Somebody done did her something, and that's just the way she moved now. I get it. I don't share everything either. I only share, with my sister, my husband, my dad. I don't even share with my mama like that.
Nobody gonna know when I get my house though. I'm gonna just wake up and just be missing. Just put out an Amber Alert. All my stuff just gonna be gone. Me and my dog.
Cammy Miller says, we want to live. What you mean? I'm live now. Are you
They might
talking
want
about
me.
on
They
YouTube?
might. They might want to lie from me.
Yeah, right.
Girl, I'm gonna go live and just look in the camera and just stare for
Charlie says,
20,
I wish
20
I
minutes.
wish Wegovy was allowed to go up higher than 2.4. I'm losing, but slowly. Charlie, it need to be slow, boo.
Don't sleep on it because I'm on the Wegovy compound, and I thought so too. I did 1.7 for 3 months. That first month, I probably lost 2 pounds. That second month, I thought I lost nothing, but I lost 6 pounds. And this month, I had gave myself um I think a 5 pound goal, and I
Mm-hmm.
surpassed it. Something about weight go it's for me. It snuck up on me. The
Mm.
1.7. I'm moving up to the 2.4, and God help me because I'm pre gaming. I'm a little nervous, but that 1.7, after being in my system for 60 days, I started to lose 2 to 3 pounds. every
A
2
week?
weeks. I'm gonna say about, yeah.
Oh, got
So
you.
it does sneak. Charlie said he ready for the sneak attack. I'm telling you, it sneak up on me, and I'm thirsty, and I have no appetite. I have zero appetite. I probably eat 3 days a week, if that,
Oh, wow.
which is not good. It's good.
Kat, Kat Von D says she had a bad reaction to lisinopril as well.
So, with that being said, the GLP-1 is lightweight, but I'm sure you're researching and you're taking the safety precautions when it comes to the side effects. That's my go-to. They'd be like, you on this Manjaro. I'm like, and I was on lisinopril too. What you gonna tell me about one that you ain't tell about the other? Cause
Mm-hmm.
so
Um, Hot Cocoa says lisinopril affects people of color, African Americans, Chinese, etc. I had a reaction. Okay, thank you for clarifying that.
okay. And a lot of people don't know that. That's the kicks part. And you think some of your medical providers, which I'm not gonna say it, my medical provider, she didn't try to kill me. I worked for her. I don't think she tried to kill me or did it wrong, but we took the necessary precautions. I didn't feel right. I said something. I did what I had to do. Went to the emergency room, and eventually we triggered it down, and I got off of it. Just like if something
Mm-hmm.
was to happen with this medication, I don't feel right. My health is in risk. As good as it worked, I'm gonna get off of it. But
Mm-hmm.
let that be my decision. Don't use a scare tactic because you unhappy.
Right. So people are saying to drink some Himalayan salt to resolve your dehydration.
Mm. Well, the salt ain't gonna do nothing but make you thirsty, so you can drink water, right?
Can water pill also help with water too? A water pill is usually a diuretic to make you pee. It'll make your dehydration worse. What you say, sister?
I said, wouldn't licking salt just make you thirsty?
No. When you drink salt, it makes you retain fluid. Wherever salt goes, water will follow. So it'll hold on to fluids more.
No.
Do you gain the weight back after you stop taking it? 100%. If you're not working out and your diet habits change back to what it was, 100%, my baby. How much did you lose on 5 milligrams?
Oh,
I
okay.
probably lost about 6 pounds. I have to go back on my weight loss chart. Because I lost 11 pounds. That was the highest weight I had lost my very first month. And then it might have been 11. It might have been 11, then 8. It's like I lost a lot of weight in the beginning. And then when October came, it was like 6 pounds here, 5 pounds here, 6 pounds. It started to slow down. My weight loss came off slow. Uh-oh. Let's see. Thank you guys for the follows. Gorgeous one is saying, trust the process, you guys. I'm gonna read through the rest of the comments. So if y'all have any questions, and I'm gonna go fast because it's 11:30. I need to go to bed.
Night night
And
time.
there's one more video that I want to post for you guys for today about the Medicare for people with Medicare. Do you gain? Okay, we answered that one. Is it possible? Thanks, Don, for the donuts. Let's see. I'm ready for the sneak attack. Oh, you read that, sister. You saw that one when he said
Mm-hmm.
that. I've been on Majuro for 5 to 6 weeks. Yesterday was crazy. I couldn't get satisfied. I was so hungry. I've been going through that so much too, baby. And you know what? A lot of people have been supplementing their Majuro with phentermine. I'm just throwing that out there. So that's something you can talk to your provider about. If you're still having food noise, some people have been taking a half a tablet of phentermine. Erica says, I have 2 shots right now and I haven't started yet. Get started, Erica. Get started, Erica. Oh my gosh. Charlie is another one saying, still have an appetite. Sammy Olivia says, I go low after I got my A1C from 13 to 5.7. Wow. Charlie is on 1.7 now for the second month. Gorgeousness says, I have no appetite on 15. Girl, that was me. Dawn is saying, hello, everybody. Alto says, on 1 milligram of Ozempic, is it normal to have a full feeling even if you haven't eaten yet? Yes,
Yep. Yes.
absolutely. Uh-oh, I'm echoing now. Oh, it went away. Um, Twin Dead Wiley says, I had to shut down the business, get out. That's why they were very negative about it. Let's see. Eccentric says, she said, her name is Tam. I think her name is Tam. I had to space my Mounjaro 2.5 out because my appetite was gone. Finally got an appetite back after 1 week. That's what I had to do to my 15, and then I pushed it back too far, girl, and then got all the food noise and gained 6 pounds. So be careful with that, baby. But you know what's best. Charlie Happy says the pink Himalayan salt makes your cells absorb the water. Ooh, thank you. I'm so glad you told me that. And it gives you electrolytes. Thank you. Consuela Max says, check your inbox, Summer.
Mm.
Summer. You know I meant Summer.
Summer.
I'm
Summer.
sorry. Summer, I'm sorry.
Summer.
Summer. That's how her daddy call her. Summer. Okay. I did 2.5 Manjaro for a month, then been on 5 milligrams since June, lost 20 pounds so far. Come on, Steph. Carmen Draper says, me too, my weight loss is slow, but I think it's better that way. It is so much better to do it slow. So much better, baby. Charlie says, you ladies are great. Thank you.
Thank
Use it
you.
with a lot. You're great as well. You put some gems in the chat this morning.
Yes, did.
Yeah, I'm going to give me some Himalayan. I've been seeing Himalayan salt. I just never knew what was the purpose.
I just didn't like pink, so I didn't do it.
Yours truly, Van. I'm so glad you put this in the chat. She says, I'm type 2. I don't understand how I'm losing so slow. If I have a lot of weight to lose, the reason why you're losing slow, baby, is because you're taking a diabetic medication that was meant to correct your diabetes. So until your diabetes becomes therapeutic, like your A1C comes all the way down, your pancreas is the inflammation in your body secondary to your diabetes. Once all of that stuff comes down, your weight is going to come off, my baby. You just have to give your body the opportunity to absorb this medication, sit in it, and then you're going to lose weight, my love. It's just for diabetics, it works on your disease process first. So do not be discouraged, baby. It's coming. I promise you it's coming. Just be consistent. Stay connected to your Mounjaro family so that we can continue to lift you up and give you praise. And it's gonna come, baby. It's gonna come. Just remember, you're diabetic, so your medicine works different for you. Busy Home says been on compounding since June 1st, titrated up to 7.5 quickly. Still no weight loss at all. So Busy Home, are you diabetic? I just love you. Thank you all. I just love you. Thank you to all of your honesty. You're welcome, sweetheart. Couture says, I've been on 5 milligrams since October and I've lost 51 pounds. Congratulations, my love.
I was at a stall at 7.5 compound until
Yeah, and
I want to say I was on it
yes,
2 months and I only lost six. I lost 6 pounds. So it
but
was
he says
slow.
no weight at all. No weight at all was lost.
It took me to be on it 2 months though to get that. So um yeah, because
You
remember when
you
I
might
told
you
you
might not lose till 10 milligrams. You might not lose till 12.5. It's different for everybody. You just stay consistent Monitor what you eat. If you are doing a keto diet, make sure you're not eating too many high fatty foods. Make sure you're getting some fiber in so that you're having regular bowel movements. Make sure you're drinking. And then also, baby, this may be another thing. You cannot put yourself in starvation mode, so you have to eat. It could be that you just need to eat something. Because if you put yourself in starvation mode, my love, thank you, Dana. If you put yourself in starvation mode, your body is going to hold on to everything you eat and drink because it's trying to protect you from starving. It's trying to protect your organs. So keep that in mind. I'm busy home.
Protect your organs.
Somebody said they lost 70 pounds on Ribelsis. I want to give that person some praise. I can't remember who it was, but somebody in this chat lost 70 pounds on Ribelsis.
I'm glad to hear that because I don't hear anybody talk about
Good
rebellion.
baby. Have you ever had coffee? No, but I'm finna get off live. Hold on, baby. Give me 5 minutes. Hold on, let me make sure I don't have any more questions. Y'all were so awesome in the chat this morning. I love how everybody is sharing. I love how people are helping me answer questions in the comments. Thank you guys for all of the follows. I see every one of you. Let me just make sure I don't have any other questions. I see all of the comments. Hold on, you guys. Vegan nutritionist says some people also take Ribelsis with Ozempic. So y'all heard that?
Double the constipation.
Morgan is having problems finding Mounjaro 2.5. It's a struggle right now, my love. Listen, and this is one thing I want to tell you guys. If y'all are having problem finding y'all medicine, whether it's Mounjaro or WEGOVY, please get y'all some compound. Get y'all some compound, and y'all got to start working on y'all plan A, plan B, plan C's, because we've already said this morning, A&A, is it A&A that's not doing compounded medications? Y'all
ACA.
have to be proactive. Make sure you have some of everything. I have Mounjaro and Wegovy and compound in the refrigerator. All three.
Stingy. Shut it. Just
All
stingy.
three.
You sure
But
you're not the
I'm
one on
only taking
Craigslist?
Mounjaro because I don't know what I'm gonna need. What is that? Let me taste it. This is kind of.
You
Give
sure
me the
you're
spoon,
not the
baby.
mystery person on Craigslist in the
What's
black
these black
market?
seeds? Black lentils. I don't like that. Oh yes, I do.
Mm.
It comes later. Vegan nutritionist says coconut water for electrolytes. Gorgeousness says apple cider vinegar and lemon juice will help with appetite suppression. Thank you for that, baby. Um, just like you ladies, I like to share nuggets that can help everybody. Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate that. I love that
Chicken
you guys are
nuggets
lifting people up. I'm telling you, listen, we gotta have each other back because this process is hard. It's
and
stressful.
hard and hard. I'm a real
It's so
advocate.
stressful.
I'm a real advocate for my PCOS people. Yes, yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes, yes.
Dana, thank you for the roses. MS says, good morning. She said, this person says I lost 29 pounds. I don't know if it's a female or a male because your icon, I can't see it. It's so tiny what you have there. I cannot see, but congratulations. Morgan123 says, I've learned that high fat foods while on Mounjaro are not good for the digestive system. It's not, baby. It's really not.
Stop it for a moment, Keisha. Mod 281. I seen Miss Felicia Jackson ask what is a compound, and you said a waste of money. How you feel that's a waste of money, ma'am? I take compound.
Let me taste it again.
So I don't believe it's a waste of money, and I've been on compound since March. So how do you feel that
Where you got this from?
that's a waste of money, sweetheart? And Miss Alicia or Miss Alicia Jackson, if y'all have any more questions about compound, you can ask me about compound. So no, you done made me mad. You really done, you know, made me mad.
Don't let them make you mad, sister.
No, I'm a blocker.
Oh Lord. I
I
Teresa
educate, I
Patillo said,
educated her. I educated her and I block her. Before you get to
okay,
the rest of the comments, you got two people that asked about compound, and before you got to it, Miss Maud 281 came with it's a waste of money.
it's not a waste of money, you
Don't
guys.
let nobody discourage y'all like that.
I've
She
been a
made
nurse
me
for
mad.
22
Like,
years. It's not a waste of money. You just have to vet your compound and pharmacy and make sure that they're verified, that they're governed by the board of the pharmacy board, that they're certified to mix compound, and that they do third party verification. If they do all of that, baby, you good. Now let's move on from the negativity. Let's move on. It's no. Teresa Placio says the key is high protein, high fiber plus daily probiotic and plenty of water. I love that. I wish I could pin that. Yours truly says I lost 50 pounds on Ribelsis, but have stalled for 3 months. Now on Mounjaro and have lost 4 pounds. Congratulations, my love.
she can go too. And
Mhm.
and and if you see Alicia Jackson, you can scroll too. Cause since she
Got you.
laughing with her, she went with her friend. Bye.
Well, bye. Are there specific days that you times that you come on? No, baby, but you can set your notification to my lives. You can set your notification. And
This
I'm
why
about to try to figure out some type of schedule because I'm a nurse. We don't work the same days every week and I work at night. So it's kind of hard for me to do a schedule, but I'm gonna try to commit to doing a schedule. I know I'm trying to figure out a date to do a live on YouTube. So I'll get back with you. I'll get back with you on that.
girl that done made me quick. See, this is why I haven't went live yet.
We gotta move on from that, sister. What is compound? Why don't you explain that?
Compound is an active ingredient in another medication mixed together. In this particular situation, when it comes to tirzepatide, which is Mounjaro, or semaglutide, which is Wegovy or Ozempic, is mixed with a B12 to get your medication. So it's an active ingredient and a non-active ingredient, and it works wonderful. My starting weight was 200 pounds. I started in February of this year. My current weight as of now is 168 pounds. I took Manjaro 2.5, and then I switched over to Zippotide. I took 5 milligrams and 7.5. I switched over to semaglutide and doing Wegovy doses because of my money issue, and I've been on 1.7. I'm moving up to 2.4 next week, and it's been working wonderful. So yes,
Thank
I done
you.
try. I done did it all from the regular to both of the compounds, and they're wonderful.
Thank you. Mr. Brandon says, I'm on compound as well and have lost 49 pounds since May. Damn, Brandon,
It's so
49
easy for
pounds
men.
since
I
May. You ain't
feel
playing. Tell me, compound. Morocco, come get your child and go ahead about your business. Tell them about compound. Um, let's see. Morgan says repeat those things to look for. Oh, repeat those things to look for in compounded pharmacies. Okay. Make sure that they are verified through the pharmacy board. So you can research them. You can look, sister, tell them how you look up the pharmacies to make sure that they are board certified.
you actually could go to the pharmacy board of whatever state that they're in, and you can look up their credentials.
Okay, so you would, what's the website? Do you know?
It all depends on the. You literally could put into Google like Louisiana
Board of
Board of
Pharmacy.
Pharmacy, New
Yeah,
York
that's
Board of
it.
Pharmacy, and they'll pull up. It'll bring you
Yeah.
to the website.
So look
They have
them
a
up
search.
on the board of pharmacies and then you can call the pharmacy and ask them, is every pharmacist certified to mix compound medications? And then you can ask them, do they do third party verifications? All that means is that they send your medicine off to be confirmed that what they say is on the packaging is actually in the medicine. Okay. Smith KTF is asking you guys, if you have kidney disease, please watch out for the protein. 100%. Anyone heard to wait 30 minutes after eating to drink water? No, I never heard that.
I hope not, because I drink water all during the process. I drink 50 ounces of water a day.
Right. Can you still get Mounjaro if your A1C came back to normal, but do have PCOS and obesity? Yes, you can have it. If you diabetic, yeah, your doctor can
The re-
go
the
ahead.
reason why you'll still get the medication is because it's the medication that's keeping you stabilized. Stop the
Right,
medication, you might stop the process. Um, so yeah, continuing therapy, you're having good responding medicate to the medication, and you need to continue. That's all.
right. At Vegan Nutritionist, people are asking, do you have a website? I love that. Vegan Nutritionist says compound is better, but you don't have to worry about the shortages. Right.
I like
Absolutely.
compound mainly because yes, it may be a slower process. The side effects are not as bad. Um, I didn't have to pregame so much, if that makes sense. I didn't have severe nausea. I didn't have the fatigue. So for me, with that B12 being in it, the effects of the B12 pretty much helped me and kept it at a minimum.
Gotcha. Gorgeousness says, why does the Mounjaro leave a red itchy spot after the injection? You might be allergic to the mixing agent. But if it's a red spot, that's fine, baby. I mean, I have given a million shots in my career, and it's just a local it's a local reaction to the liquid. It's fine. You will be fine. It should go away. Some people welt after their injections. It doesn't mean that you're allergic to the medicine. You're just having a germal reaction to the ingredients.
What kind of what you doing?
Okay. Oh, Gorgeousness says 30 minutes after eating, drink water. That's sleeve surgery rules. Thank you for clarifying that. The waiting to drink water is for bariatric patients. Thank you for clarifying that, Pam. Yours truly says went from 10.3 A1C to 5.4 in 9 months. Y'all, Vegan
Amen.
Nutritionist says she has an Instagram and you can inbox her here. Vegan Nutritionist. Does Trulicity help with weight
A
loss? Yes, some
Scooty.
people have lost weight on Trulicity.
Thank you. Where daddy? Mm.
I'm on Ozempic and still have cravings uh and eat. Am I taking one? Mm, oh, she says, and eat. I'm taking one. One what, baby? Best place for the injection. I learned in nursing school that the best place for a subcutaneous injection is on the stomach because you have a lot of surface area. But to each his own. You can do the stomach, behind the arms, or thigh. If you look at the diagram from the Mounjaro website or from your packaging.
My stomach hate me. It get double shots. It get that and my Jovi. I just be sticking everywhere.
Mm. Sammy says, I do every time I get a little red, but it goes away and bruise. I don't drink a lot of water. So you may be hitting a little capillary right underneath the skin too. That can be a problem. If it's bruising you, that could be one of the problems.
I thought about my thighs, but I'm scared.
Hello, I'm on the semaglutide. My first month on the 2.5, I lost 5 pounds. Congratulations, user red. Lens on Manjaro says, I feel like I'm losing too fast and I'm already going to have so much loose skin. So, sweetheart, slow down. I was having this debate with some ignorant person in one of my comments on underneath one of my posts, and I was saying that one of the things that I wish I had done before I started Manjaro was lose weight slow so I don't have to deal with loose skin. And the person was basically trying to argue with me saying, if you've been overweight, majority of your life, if you lose weight rapidly, you're gonna have loose skin. And I thought to myself, I didn't say that I appreciated that I lost weight rapidly. I was saying that I should have went slow so that I would give my body the chance to recoil back. Extreme weight loss at an extremely fast rate will give you skin issues. I knew that. And I'm like, girl, I know, like that's common sense. She even added a doctor so the doctor can come underneath the post to educate us on loose skin. I'm like, girl, please. I said, doctor, don't waste your time. Just dumb. My doctor says he's going up to on my dose every month until I hit 15 milligrams. When will the craving stop? I thought it would by now. I'm on 1 milligram. She's on Wegovy. Sister,
Uh, WEGOVY, what strength?
one.
Did I start? I didn't start with one. I was on 1.7, but
Oh.
it took with the compound. To me, it seemed like it took like about 2 weeks for it to get in. Cause like I've been on 1.7 for 3 months, and I want to say like when I got on my second month, that's when really my food noise for me calmed down, and I didn't have all that, and my appetite went away like fully.
Hmm. Okay,
So
I don't
vert.
feel anything in my right thigh, not at all. Oh, okay. Charlie says he doesn't feel anything in that right thigh. He says I feel a pinch in the left, but not anything in his right. I can't tell if this is a gentleman or a girl Charlie or a male Charlie. Charlie, are you female or male? Because I can't tell by your picture because there's no picture there. It's just a white dot from what I can see. I am blind too.
We all are blind.
Vegan nutritionist says, yours truly, Van, you can stay on one dose until it's no longer working for you. That's what is starting to be more recently accepted, to stay on your dose. If you're actively losing weight, there's no reason for your doctor to titrate you up. So I don't know what his game plan is. I felt nothing when I injected my medication, but keep feeling sick to my stomach. You need to pregame, baby. You need to start taking you some Zofran. You need to take you some Protonix, some Bentyl. They have upspring subtle drops that you can take.
They
You can
can get
chew on ginger
omeprazole from over
cheese.
the counter. Omeprazole, some Zantac. I think
Yes.
Zantac's still over the counter. Those are over the counter.
Hmm. Also, toning cream helps with loose skin. I got you. They definitely had a person underneath my comment saying there's no cream and there's no collagen is gonna help with loose skin. I was like, Jesus, then what the hell is it for?
Girl, and I asked, like, how old are you before I tell you what I gotta tell you?
Do more diabetics take Ozempic? Because it seems everyone does better on Mounjaro. I think a lot of diabetics was on Ozempic and switched over to Mounjaro. But Ozempic is just is expensive too.
Ozempic, so I think personally too, being that I am on it, Ozempic make it. You gotta listen. I think Mounjaro gives you grace, but Ozempic and Wegovy be like, you say you wanna get right. Because if you don't get right, this happened. So I think Mounjaro will let you eat that double quarter pounder with cheese, and you get that fullness. Wegovy and Ozempic is like you eat that double quarter pounder, your stomach is gonna hurt, and you're gonna have diarrhea. So you have to listen and make you behave. So you can Manjaro give you grace, and Ozempic and Wegovy and the rest of them be like, we about to get the job done, and you ain't got no grace period with us. It either
Hmm.
this or this gonna happen.
Right.
So that's why I
Charlie
feel
says he want Mounjaro over Wegovy.
like girl, Ozempic and Wegovy have you on the toilet, ma'am. Today, soon as you take it, it's like do what I say, or these are the consequences. They like the mafia, the cartel of the GLP-1s. Let me put it that way. You want to deal with the cartel, or you want to deal with the Christians? Mounjaro is Christian. The rest of them are the cartels.
Charity says, I injected my stomach and I don't feel the effects of the meds that week. Is that because of my scar tissue? Mm, I mean, I don't know if if you did inject into scar tissue, I'm pretty sure it could affect that. Um,
Rumor has it injecting it into scar tissue takes the medication a little while longer to get to you because of the tissue is like thicker. It's like basically injecting into a keloid. You may get it and you may not. The medicine could just be
mm,
sitting in that double skin. So try not to inject
where
in
you have
scar tissue
scars.
if you can help it. Yeah. You got a little more extra.
Let's see. I wear a faja all day. It doesn't cut off my blood flow, not just for healing. True Ozempic, they saying that it make you go to the bathroom.
It do. Like you can't you might as well be like, if you gonna have that cheap meal or whatever it is, and if it's high in fat or in grease, you might as well know the inevitable is gonna come.
Hmm.
So it's like pick your battle. Good food in a nice little meeting, or you
Yeah,
and the porcelain god just go be y'all gonna meet every
gonna
time.
be best friends. Okay, let me read through the rest of these comments and I'm gonna let y'all go because we've been on for 2 hours, y'all. Um, let's see. These last 13 comments. Some lady tried to sue Mounjaro and Ozempic because she was not told of the side effects, gastric issues. So you mean to tell me you putting the medication in your body and you ain't reading the side effects?
Or your
Case
doctor didn't
dismissed.
educate you.
Case
That's your
dismissed.
fault.
Mounjaro has changed my life. I'm type 2, but A1C down to 5.4 and have lost 35 pounds. Congratulations, my love. Thank you for the follow. Charity says, thank you. Sonia says, I'm good with Ozempic for now. Um, Charlie says, good point, y'all. Someone else is saying, it's excited. I can actually buy clothes that look good on me. I'm telling you. Sonia says, I love you guys. Thank you, my love. We love you too. Liz says, if you have scar tissue all around your belly, where's the best place to inject other than other than the belly? You're gonna do your thigh or behind your arms. Back here where all this meat is at.
The
Back there,
lunch
baby.
lady arms.
Yes. I love my lunch lady arms. Does this
I'm
medication
losing.
affect your cycles? It's supposed to make your cycles normal.
Yes. From my point of view, yes, in a good way. Not only does it affect your cycle, I'm ovulating willy nilly. So be careful, girls and guys.
Beautiful
Don't make
says
a
right. Case dismissed. How can I request this man from my provider who suspects I have PCOS medically? What should I say? Hey, love, all you have to do is go to your doctor and say, I want to make some life changes. I heard about a medication that's been FDA approved for weight loss called WEGOVY. They're not going to give you MOUNJARO if you don't have diabetes. Just say, I heard that there's a medication called WEGOVY that's FDA approved for weight loss. I would like to try it so that I can prevent cardiovascular disease and diabetes. And also let them know what your PCOS symptoms are, and they should give you the script, my love. But call your insurance company to make sure your insurance company covers this medication because it's very expensive, baby. Very expensive. And then if you can't get it that if your insurance company does not
inbox
cover
me.
and you cannot get a PA, then you can do the compounded version. So my sister says inbox her and she'll get you up to speed.
Even the
Thank you
one
for the
geezer with
follows,
the
you
whole lot of
guys. I've been
numbers.
on it for it'll be a year next month. My sister's been on it. How many months, sister?
Since February 23. So what's
Okay.
that?
Liz says, thank you so much. What are the symptoms of PCOS?
DM me.
Oh God. So go ahead, sister.
I told them to DM me because it's a lot. Long story short, PCOS is basically like period symptoms gone wrong,
Yeah.
obesity, craving sugars, mood swings, sadness,
Yeah.
anger, facial
Mm-hmm.
hair,
Facial hair.
back hair. It's a lot. If you have questions
Yeah.
on that, DM me and I'll be able to help you or answer any questions that you like with what it's regarding symptoms. PA, you can DM me because that's a broad topic. I'll be here forever.
Okay. Right. So thank you guys. I'm gonna talk to you guys soon. My baby. Let me show y'all my baby. He's trying to get on my bed. Say hi. Okay. So I'm gonna talk to y'all guys later. I'm gonna take my little puppy outside and we will talk soon. I love you guys. You guys have a blessed day. Bye. Okay, buddy.
Bye.
I'm coming.